Gentlemen, over at the analyst desk now, just one map in between these two teams trying to move on to the next round.
GE on attack, Team Secret on defense. So far on pistols, it's been 2-2 with 2-0s both maps.
I mean, old dogs, you know, there's
Can you type to enemy during the rounds? Oh yeah, you can give it if you want. Don't know what the right rules are. You probably not allowed to flame or something, but definitely Vanity has given us a couple of smiles in the past when he's won rounds.
Want to kind of get a little bit proactive, and that's what they're trying to do now, starting things off around the B site. Jeremy holding the angle out towards the top, but not spotting out too much.
Yeah, and Kelly is just saying, all right, we already know that they're trying to get
100 bits. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you.
I bought enough time, but what he does not know is that Club already getting cleared by Team Secret.
The team switch comp depending on what sides they start on. Nope, it's pretty much just a lot of practice, all set before.
And they're able to hold on to that back site. We'll see how G is able to maneuver around this execute.
Somewhat of a crossfire with Wild Warrior inside dugout and 2G from Flowers at the same time.
Yudotan tanked a lot of damage. Delays the plant. They get the plant. This knife hit all 5, so Jack can speed up.
Everybody's been tagged going into art, so this is some good information.
It can speed up.
You still have to worry about
the comp's not coming.
Very, very fast flank from Jeremy, and if he's able to get that first kill onto Poppy,
maybe he wants to go super slow.
Or, you know, just wait for teammates to find a little bit more time.
What an absolute shot. Felt like he was running with it, but
Poppy will be able to spot him out
take
first.
it.
And that's the shot in from the Ghost. Now, Team Secret needing to take that pressure up towards Art to continue to push on, but Darren holds his ground. Jesse Vash now trying
couple low HPs, but lovely in the end for GE. 3-2 for the pistols.
Esports picking up yet another pistol.
Well, the two gentlemen on the desk
the reaction to the 5, unless the knife was like in the sky, it didn't tag everyone, the reaction to the 5 knives felt so odd.
I love the awareness from Poppy, and I also love that they were watching for sewers as well. They were watching for that mid flank, so even though they spotted one all the way behind, they didn't let go. He's back, he's on the stage, he's on the stage, he's getting frags.
Got some confidence as well. I was worried for the trade on stairs at one point, but he did get it in the end. Everyone apart from one buying up, so they're allowed 1 death on attack here as well. And we'll see if they want to get some orbs also. This is one of my favorite ways to play an Antico on this map.
In towards the B site, but not spotting
just
out too
be
much.
default, have a marshal, have an outlaw, wait for them to try get info in terms of a jump spot in this area.
So you might not be aware that this is eventually going to be the execute.
Because in theory, you're gonna jump spot, and here comes the jump spot. Though it's a little bit impatient. Still got the damage off, but the killjoy jump spot which baited in the jet that's left side. So.
Give off too much.
So you know there's no one behind this screen right here.
I do like the idea from Secret on that.
No other information. Still spots Wild Warrior. He's drawing a lot of attention. Yudotan might be getting a little too greedy. This could become a double
again, I appreciate
or
that.
To keep some presence on towards the B side just to buy the rotations over.
Steady stream going on apparently.
Over on
I appreciate
it's a good sell, right? It's the jet. Surely it's going to be the execute.
But, with a few seconds, surely you smell something up.
Well, I think Team Secret also thinking that they might have sold the Fate, right? Because it was just a Killjoy spotted. So you're thinking like, hey, it's just a Killjoy. We've got some util here. That's about it. Hey, we're going to smoke it up. But I think that smoke perhaps give it away a bit stronger. And at the end of the day, you know you have the better weaponry. So GE going to have a very, very free planet.
Might just all die to the spike here.
Start to consider, do we just go all 5 to the spike?
Yeah, definitely need to think about it.
And then we're going to wait a little bit, and Darion can just go frag. Like he can just go hunt.
Yeah, just all 3 lined up. Anybody peeks out, they're gone for sure. And it's going to be Yudotan, just going to fish for some kills. It's a Marshall.
Whoa.
Not the biggest loss here. Start to group together. Oh, it's because Darion. He's already got 4 towards that lockdown. He only has that ghost.
He's going to go for it.
If he can get even 1 here, it's not bad. He gets 1, does he? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
just
too close. He was
starting to kind of bring his mouse downwards. But there it is, dying to the spike. And that is still value found for GE.
Yeah, Yudotan got 1 there as well, peeking out a sewer.
Off the plant? Yeah, I was looking at the mini-map. There's a lot of stuff there.
You got the plant. You only lose the ghost. Regen armor
rate loud? No, I rate loud at the moment. They're looking great. I do think their opponents have been a little bit weak on certain maps. So maybe people might be higher up on them than maybe they actually are.
Something cooked up Meanwhile, Team Secret, like the Death
GG's in looks great.
Yes, Team Secret did lose to an Indian team as well.
I can't believe he did a girdle like that, man.
I mean, they were playing without Wild Oreo, but hopefully they are prepared for this.
Damn, more Benton, Makey. Mixing it up.
Jeremy found newfound confidence now, pushing in towards A main, continuing to hold the off angle. He spotted a sliver of someone going for that cross in towards the boxes, but now going for the swing, using the fragment to keep them
very, very nice for the first big buy rounds. Aim is looking good at the moment. Let's look at the damage from these two.
Down, though, so this crossfire over by A main. Jeremy and Envy, the duo. They should be able to hold this pretty strong. Jeremy, yeah, with lower health, he's going to be the bait, really, for Envy. There's the peek.
Oh,
no,
hold up. Kind of winnable.
Keep them drawn away. Goes in for the trade. Jeremy's
it's super winnable now.
Now he's downed. Off to the next, and it's Wild Oreo out towards the back. Spotted Poppy and gets him down to low HP. The regen shield comes back for a little bit of value, but still close range. Should be able to get the burst, but Poppy let the Guardian shot. Can he retrieve the spike? 40 seconds to make something happen.
It's insane that Poppy's been in 2 fights, and he still has
at
more
its peak, it was a 2v5.
Regen armor. This is value right here. The Riot devs smiling.
Oh my. Well, close range Phantom.
Oh, 2GE, he's trying to get ahead of things. Thinks it might have been
he's going to be miles away.
But this is going to be rough. It's going to be a free plant. The stars set up. He's actually just going to go ahead and use those for safety.
Couldn't be at a further point away.
He realizes it.
Doesn't quite have the util either, so he's just running head first into hopefully where Poppy's not set up.
He's going to hear him.
But Poppy should hear him if he sprints.
Yep.
He's got to start walking.
Yep.
So he can.
Takes a little bit of time.
Not sure we can keep walking. Did he have a star for a smoke?
We got no
star for smoke. We got no start. Dude, Poppy's won this.
So now Poppy knows.
Time is so low.
Goes for the tap. Instinctively looks towards Art at the very least.
Holy hell, they 2v5'd them in the bonus rounds, and now Team Secret have to eco. That is wild.
That's 2 clutches already in his first opening match of VCT Pacific. Let's see how many he can get throughout the year. A 4K for Poppy. Cosmic Divide online, and that secures the bonus round here for GE. It was a nice attempt pushing out of main from Secret. But Poppy just pulls through.
God, dude, that is a
Guardian as well.
rough one for Team Secret. It's an incredible one for GE. Force them down to an eco. The impact of this is mental. They're going to get all of their ults online. Like, it changes so much.
Early drone for information. He gets a little bit, but it's not completely certain. Recon doesn't get the tag. Oh, I love the reclear from Kelly S. They do not want to give up control.
Game in really yeah, there's been a lot of updates. You probably haven't even seen Abyss, maybe even Sunset.
You're hiding away from any potential pings over by mid, and they haven't quite minded if they get pinged on B because they've generally had the better firepower.
Back to what we saw from before. It might be the early 3-stack, but you know, they're just trying to draw them out from their current
Taylor looking in pro
positions.
play? Dependent on team, but when the team has a good understanding, looks like the strongest agent in the game.
No, actually, maybe full commit into B now. Thinking about the lockdown play.
Yeah, you have the lockdown and you have the Cosmic Divide. I don't mind using one, and if you need to, sure, use 2 just to get ahead, because that is going to cycle through the ults faster. Ideally, obviously, just using 1, but I do love committing 1 here. Even though your opponents are in eco, make sure you get all the rounds you can.
And hopefully to hold on to those weapons as well. Team Secret now trying to hold off against it. 1 player detained, and now they're going to have to peek up. The smokes come up just as fast. 2G tries to go for the peek.
Looking good for GE.
Spotted out. Phantom sprays just to keep him at bay. Kelly S continuing to try to hold, but close range. The Bucky managing to take him down. Udatan trades off back in towards Halzo, and Udatan has to feel the pressure.
How does it happen every time I speak, man?
It's gonna be Jeremy who takes him out with the shorty.
The good news for GE is there's no smokes on this one. The bad news is they're pretty far away, so they got to kind of send this. And they need to swing wide, and Jeremy needs to send it.
1 single kill, but Jesse Vash continues to stick. Poppy, can you make it happen?
Holy hell! How did they win it? I just don't understand, dude. They even had good pauses. They just missed.
Poppy might be 8-0, but the round starting to sneak back into Team Secret's pockets. And now Jeremy's able to buy the operator. If Jeremy can continue with the operator from here on out, it's because of that 4th round that Secret gets to have a clean first half. And the retake was good. 2GE draws attention first, but then they flood in on a high-low outside, or right out of heaven as well, onto that B site. And the chaos is just too much for Yudotan to handle.
That's right, and in the long game, this might favor Team Secret. Just as that happens, though,
who's the best Teo? 100 Thieves' split Teo is very good. Sentinels overall have probably the best, and C9's Teo is good up there as well. All 3 America's teams.
He's holding the angle, and that's enough space being drawn away. Forces out a bit of a star as well. And Global Esports trying to explore other options now, not wanting to challenge January Jeremy.
Yeah, but they do know that he was pushed far back. So they might be able to, they just pull on that smoke over by B main, meaning that he's not going to have the information whether they crossed onto the pillar or not. So that's used just to draw a little bit more delay, so while they go onto the A site.
And with the Cosmic Divide as well, so added security. C-Vash, though, does have a bit of an angle from Art. Will he get spammed?
Oh my god, he tanked the flash.
Ooh, I
thought they might. Damn, bro, hit double there. That was sick. I was thinking there might be a little gap and he might just own the rounds here, but it just saw him. God, I can't believe how that other round snowballed into this as well. 2 devastating rounds for GE. Astra all went in. The KO flash was good though. You got to give it to Team Secret. All 3 on the same page, pushing through it at the right time.
With an operator in 2024, but right now it's not looking likely. You committed to the attack operator. You do not want to let that investment slip away, and that allows Team Secret to start to catch back up. I love the just proactivity from Envy there to go for the pop flash, and the Cosmic Divide not quite being angled perfectly. Not sure if it was originally always meant to leave a gap there on that corner or not, but either way, you looked at the minimap and Yudotan thought he had a chance, but his legs are still showing through. He has no vision, trying to hide away.
The worst Teo?
Flash, he can't survive.
Yeah, it'll be someone in the EMEA
What a spray transfer
who didn't have great ones. Was it the Na'Vi comp that had nothing that they could combo it with? That didn't look good.
And thankfully, I've got you to break all of that down. What it all comes down to
there was a team in China that looked really bad at it.
How Team Secret might kind of claw their way back into the game. Global Esports now starting to run low on economy. We'll see if that op that they saved up does find value. Early shot from Jeremy down B long though.
Was it Wolves? Might have been Wolves.
Towards the far corner. He could still be back sight.
Tech.
So they'll still have to do a lot of fishing
for the tech operator, stuff wasn't too bad.
The switch up, just a standard switch from B to A to B, back and forth with the operator.
And a little bit of attention in towards Art. Jesse Vash has been playing this position, so now Udotan spotting him out with a bit of a phantom spray.
Yeah, I don't think the Wolf stuff was like... The Wolf stuff wasn't anything to do with strats, it was more just how they reacted in every situation. Wolves were the ones that just lost every 4v5.
I think that someone will have to kind of refill that space. So quickly going back in to clear out B, looking for that pinch through. Envy tries to slow them down with that fragment. 0 point just to confirm positioning as well. Maybe trying to spray through the smoke.
Yeah, you blitz Tyler. Oh, really?
Will be able to provide support from his angle out from Halls, but unfortunately Envy does go down.
So holding out a little bit of hope for Tyler this year.
Has to hold the angle as well. Unfortunately, whipping the shot. So
nice shot.
Going in, taking down Waldor. That's pretty much the site secured for GE. 2 GE though, trying to play around the Cosmic Divide, looking for some kind of a space, some kind of kill.
Save.
But yeah, you can't find too much. It's just too much oppressive utility now on the other side.
Yeah, the op now really just grabbing Team Secret by the ankles. He can't move forward.
Team Secret needs to...
costly whiffs Jeremy might have had.
Oops. So good.
Well, that's a whiff too, but that's not too costly.
Team Secret at least save the op, and everyone can buy behind it. They gotta make sure they can shut down B as well. So you're gonna see the op on B here.
Befouls the Killjoy in the back site, and that's the site open, and then Jeremy, if he had gotten one more kill, maybe you have a shot at going for it, but either way, it's tough with the operator in hand.
Yeah, it's a big map, right? Getting that read against Jesse Vash as well into his position. So unfortunately, that's how the round plays out. Can you just imagine if like Crystal whiffs the shot onto the dart? He's like, oh no, I'm so bad.
Yeah.
No.
He just starts grasping at his hair. He's like, oh no, what have I done?
Plucks out his eyebrows. And then the game all goes down.
Yeah, but it looks wild though.
Happen.
Looks kind of sick at the watch party.
And so is Poppy.
So is like you said, Op is now going to be over towards B, and G should know this. He goes a little bit too far. He's going to get wrecked by Crystal's drone.
Ooh. Yeah, Sugar Zero reached that yesterday. See if he can.
Knife comes in.
He's good for a lot of kills with that ultimate.
Very nice. They wait. Oh, one got hit.
You know, I want to say
Don't
like,
mistimed
surely
it,
he gets
Kelly.
2 kills, but then I remember there was that one game.
Oh yeah, yeah. We don't want to talk about that one.
He gave away the Pulsar mouse, but still. Back into it, and it's Jeremy on with the op, looking to land some shots.
Jeremy is in trouble.
2 whiffs, and Udotan takes him down.
Wild Ori did very good to get this trade. It could have been a lot worse. I'm very surprised that he didn't like dash out.
Udotan has no fear.
Like if you watch like Aspas or something, he's dashing out of there. Probably updraft as well to make sure he doesn't get shot.
Udotan living up to that name.
Sticking around was
goes right for the kill, and that means the op is down.
I mean, I
so
like the confidence.
A lot more pressure on these long ranges. You still have your own operator for these. Oh my! What an angle.
Envy gets away with one. Should have been a kill.
Thinking about potentially rotating as well, right? Solid drone.
All goes in. Did we? Okay.
Might have a bit of an opportunity to rotate if they want.
Damn. Oh my god, he got so many 2 tagged on this one. If Wild Ori gets a kill, he gets ult, and honestly, it's pretty important ult for this retake.
Tags though, so nice attempt at a spray there from Wild Ori. See if you could get a sneaky kill through the smoke. It's not going to happen.
Double flash for Envy.
Crossfire set up 2-2, 2 in back sight. Their job is going to be to just draw as much aggro. Op missing.
So managing to get a little bit of space off of that. That's the second connection now. Darren managing to collect onto it. Crystal managing to still hold on towards Halls as well. And all that's left is Envy.
Just a brutal crossfire.
Trying to at least get onto the spike, but picking up the weapon.
Team Secret need to shut down B at the moment. They're getting wrecked here. And
yeah, and he has to go away. And Crystal, I love that he just
waits. Neither
of them peeking, knowing that they have the number advantage. We weren't really seeing any of this from GE on that first map.
The whiff, yeah, there was 2 whiffs there, and they still managed to win out.
They're starting to play as a team, understanding their win conditions of each round. And Team Secret,
I feel like Team Secret even kind of got lucky into the round, and they still couldn't win.
Shots now not going their way.
Yeah, that's ultimately.
Marion's and Tax is good. You did normally like a 7-5 map. You've seen some 8-4s as well, for sure.
Over, they might be able to arrive on site just in time, but. That just gives GE that much more space, especially in towards the B side. That's what we've seen so far.
So yet another timeout.
3 halls booked up for the watch party. More than 1,000 people came. Oh, really?
Joining Team Secret
to the cinema thing? You got like 3 rooms like that? That's incredible.
Esports now on a different team with the Philippines.
I keep thinking Boom Meow, Boom Meow. No,
I mean,
TS Meow.
It's been what, like 3 years, right? 2.5 years that he's been with Boom. And he's done a lot, right? He was able to take them to Champions. He was able to obviously take them to Ascension, take them all the way to the Grand Finals, push the current Nongshim Red Forest back when they were SPG all the way to that 5th map, all the way to that overtime.
Like poses? Pacific?
Listen,
nah.
I mean, you can talk
it's
all you want about
Americas,
well, you
really.
didn't win, but also he was able to transform and really upgrade that Boom roster over the years. So I think you got to put a little faith
the other day was very long for Fnatic.
However, can they get enough time to make that happen here in this first match?
That's absolutely true. We shall see if they can find that transformation with just 1 timeout in this round. It's not going to be easy. I mean, maybe for the next upcoming rounds too.
Dude, honestly, in that timeout, I would imagine that Team Secret spoke solely about B and how they need to try and hold this. There's got to be 1 round that they punish them going over towards B, because with how it went, if you GE, feel like you could just spam B hits. Because even in that round, if I'm Darion, I'm talking about how I miss shots and how that could have been easier.
Nothing found moment.
Okay, I really think they can just spam it.
So that should still be information.
Yeah, no, this is really good from Secret, right? Because they already pushed past Club. They didn't get any deaths there, so they imagine GE either has to spend a lot of time re-clearing that, or it's just going to be an A hit. The backups already arrived.
Straight in. Stinger kill out from 2GE, but the rifles spray on through. Popping up for it. Shorty now. Kelly-S looking for a kill to dug up, but 2GE
makes it
out.
doable. It doesn't have the right gun for it really though, and that makes it a lot harder.
Spike still pretty much secured. Jesse Vash though, with the recon, manages to secure a rifle for himself. Spotted out by the drone, and now tries to play around
Surely
his
not.
cover.
Dude considered the drone.
Crystal,
that's incredible.
So close, he's able to shut him down.
Just too rushed and getting spotted by that recon right as you arrive. That's unfortunate, really. Just good awareness, if anything, from GE. You know, GE, they get a little bit over aggro at times, I will just say, from a very objective standpoint. However, they don't ever lose sight of how they need to do it. They don't ever lose sight of, do we have the number advantage or not? They only go over aggro when they know they have the number advantage and they have faith in their own trading. So while it looks a little dicey, hey, at the end of the day, you get the round win.
Who's the best team at the moment? Hey, we don't really know.
And still being able to buy up on the next round, so it's all good. Still keeping on to that op as well.
It's
so
very
now,
open.
A little bit of an adjustment, having additional support from Crystal alongside Darian in towards B. Doesn't spot anything out. They can kind of inch forward. The other side of the map, though, Jesse Vash trying to play on towards Connector now, just to hold off Art. Spots out a little.
So you heard 2 people firing there in Art. That's some information. You spot 2 again. Not quite sure about if there's a third or not, but that is a lot of pressure put onto A side, and GE, surely they start working towards B, but this is a new setup. The Nanoswarm ready.
Yeah, I'm still not convinced in this setup that they're going to be able to shut down B though. I do like it from Team Secret. Like, I would really strongly think that the op is over towards B.
Sinking there with a gravity well, so not able to get any damage done onto the GE members.
They double back holes.
That should be used to inform some of their decisions, but Team Secret right now still not being able to commit too much. It's all down to the 2 players who are pretty much pinned in behind Hall, so no information for them, and they're feeling the pressure. Udotan will be able to push up forward. Jesse Vash with the off angle, at least to secure one.
Gee, just spamming the B hits. I don't know about this from Team Secret. Like, you got your whole timeout should have been talking about how you handle B,
yeah, sure.
and we just tussled 2 back of elbow.
Not able to secure the site. A bit
Yeah,
unfortunate.
GE can
this time,
just spam it, and
got
honestly,
people
they might
trapped
just
backside.
form
That's
into
the only place they don't have
the
information. They know they have a pinch coming
buy
from
rounds
B
over
lane,
towards
so they
B
actually just
equals
never
over
push
towards
backside.
A,
Yes,
so it
they left
looks
the angle
like
open
they're
to Jesse
even
over
hitting,
by
but
spawn,
honestly, they're just
and I do
spamming
think
Bs.
that, you know, cost them that death. But at the end of the day, they wait until the peaks come out from B Hall in that back of the site, and that's really, really good restraint from GE on this attack. I mean, Team Secret was so impressive in that first map, but once that 313 was out of the way, GE, they look better and better each round.
Without a doubt. You just see it in these moments, right? Getting
the jet has to be B.
Earlier on. They tried to go for the same
Like, honestly, the way that I would just be doing this is what guns we got. Got Jeremy here, so I would have Jeremy holding the first initial angle, but then I'd have my KO over towards door, and then as soon as he gets pushed off that angle, we can just have the flash over the top, and he can just swing, take it, dash away. And then you at least get the first pick. You've got 2 chances of getting the first pick.
It might pay dividends today for GE.
But I do also think that GE might just try and go A on Ecos.
A lot of fans just waiting to have this excitement. All fresh players. Of course, Darian coming in at the beginning of the year as a bit of a VCT Pacific veteran himself, but not much time himself, just last year as his debut.
Yeah, you should just like pop off and rip off their shirts. Like the graphic that we had earlier on in pre-show.
It just shows that they're all super jacked.
Yeah, we built this house from the ground up.
Hunter's Fury online for Crystal. Another bit of a power play. You do have that lockdown, but I wouldn't mind if they use Hunter's Fury to enter and then they have a lurk to make sure that they can get some value against that lockdown. Just get that snowball going as much as you can when you have it. They get their own lockdown first.
All right.
That makes it even easier.
The lockdown instead play a little bit more conventional.
Yeah. Finds to make sure that they can't flood back in. Smokes go up. Gotta respect this one. Wild Aura is in a good place to use his ult, and Udotan is on top of the fact he might try and ult, so he goes aggro, but because of that, he kind of gives him a gun.
earlier kill.
So it makes sense to push there because of the ult, but against the eco, it's a little risky. I think I would have rather just dealt with it with the Sova ult.
Don't know if you can make it. It is a long map. Cutting through mid, you should be able to. I love Poppy keeping them at base so they can't peek out. 13 seconds.
And Darren playing
I mean, they get a plant still. It's doable.
Sound out that op shot, keep them at bay as
it's a good plant as well. Do they expect this guy so close to spawn? This is an isolated 1v1 if Jesse doesn't wait for his team.
You saw him. You saw him in B-Link. Yeah, Poppy now stuck, but he just needs to buy time.
Okay.
Not enough bot.
Just a little more time. Jesse got a read against him. Now all down to Darian. In with the op. Not quite a collat, but still at least one kill. Goes for the next. Looking to make it a third, but Jeremy has his own op as well and takes him out just right.
Yeah,
7-3. Team
little misstep from GE.
Against GE.
Secret trying to keep this competitive, trying to keep that window open for a 5.
If I'm them though,
wouldn't be so bad.
Like this is where the comms need to be good. Udatan can literally just say like, I messed up, I overstepped, and then they can keep doing the overall macro thing that's working in terms of B hits. They can keep just going B. It's just the fact they messed up before got the spike down.
And then you're able to hold them off.
Still a really successful one, given the fact that they didn't have all too much at the beginning of the round.
Okay, now we see Jeremy here though. Jeremy finally over towards B.
A whole lot more. And now trying to get a little bit proactive with the information. Early dart in towards A.
As we can see, looking like an instant A split though.
Secure of main eventually though. Ooh.
Yeah, a lot of this is going to be down to Envy's knife, you would imagine. Kelly S might pick up the orb, and we might ult from this corner. Knife goes in, hits the jet, but doesn't hit the Vice. Needs to wait a little bit to the Jet can dash. Wait, what did Jet use dash for? Jet has no dash? Uh-oh.
This should also be a lot of information for Team
if they
Secret,
just do the spam angles.
Okay,
Sova ult to take away one of the spam angles.
You push them back now. You have better ideas of where they're running away to. I don't mind it, but they're still stopped. Spike eventually
dash to box at A.
So a bit of a trade so far.
Might have done it when he got hit by the recon.
Tries to get away. Poppy stays ahead of it, pushes through his own smoke, and now looking for the kill against 2G.
Holy, that could have been worse.
But 2G still manages to get away with at least one. 2 players left from Team Secret, and Jesse Vash stuck inside of Art.
And Jesse really needs the guy inside to tap the spike twice.
Away from the spike. Jeremy now swapped over onto a rifle, looking to stick or at least go for the tap. Draws out one player from GE. Now Poppy trying to stay alive. Jesse Vash coming in with the additional reinforcements onto his crystal. Gets snapped, but Poppy in with one tap onto Jeremy. Has the advantage of the spike.
No time on this one. Dude, Poppy looks great. Poppy's the rock of this team for sure.
The new face of the
they played this very, very well.
And the first half almost
his util was nice, and I think he took control of the situation and told the A main player to play before him as well.
It's almost like he's trying to send a message out here.
I got overexcited.
Yeah, 12-4 and 7, but I mean, this was Jesse plays as best as he could once you were down in numbers, and this moment right here, we're seeing this so much from GE. It's just a very paper Rex thing to do. W Gaming, you just press them with numbers, right? It doesn't matter if it's close quarters, whatever. We will come out on top because we've got so many bodies. They just throw their bodies in the way.
What a savior, man! That was about to be a double. Lovely kill.
But absolutely right. Udotan just a little bit faster now, even with Jeremy's newfound confidence, kind of breaks it all apart. It's a lot more space in Florida now. So far, though, the plan has been for GE to kind of take space around Art and then maybe come back in through the connector for that B split. Hence, Team Secret having 3 players to hold out this ground.
Ooh, Hunter's Fury being used just for some information. If you can get a tag, maybe, but not finding anything in mid. If you had gotten any tags, maybe you push them away from mid. Maybe you know exactly how many there are, but now it's a bit of a back to square one.
Group towards A.
Team Secret,
just as a recon went as well. Oh boy.
Jesse Vash, though, not in a position to run away.
Yeah, you have the recon.
Yeah, and Team Secret go for a bit of a gamble. The drone's really nice. Only sees one.
That's a lot of footsteps, Jesse. Jesse, he wants 1 kill. He knows he can't just run away. He gets 1.
Wow. Goes for
Damn.
Jesse!
Oh my
Nice.
What is that?
Them all down.
That was incredible.
The old man ain't done yet.
Oh my god.
The
That was
judgment
actually
call
incredible.
And the aim to boot.
Holy, I was not expecting
he knew
that.
running away, he would just get gunned down. And I thought maybe get 1 kill back off. They'll have to re-clear you. No, he stands his ground. Slices up the. Oh, he's ready.
That second third is
ridiculous.
goodness.
Oh my god.
Shrugs it off his shoulder.
That's his reaction? Oh my goodness.
I've done this before.
Chill,
I've done this a
yeah.
million times in my career.
Just
Holy,
another
what a way
ace.
to end the half. Listen, I'm going to be honest. You end the half like that, you got to count that as momentum going into the second half. I mean, that is a game changer right there.
Surely. A poetic answer back
I mean,
to Poppy
yeah.
as well, though.
I still think they have to win a pistol, but
into the next
he
one,
gives them a
the
lot
next
of
half.
belief.
And this is where you might think their composition, could work out a little bit better on the attacking side, double initiator. But the same could be said for GE with their double sentinel. And this is where that Vise kind of comes in with so much value. I've seen it in the off-season from the SBL where
The mods
sheer
came
wall
for you,
is able
Achilles.
to kind of hold off so much time that the rotations come over.
We'll see. Secret if he's ready.
Yeah, we don't
for
have
it.
any FNS slander here, Achilles.
Looking
Come on.
a lot better after that last round of the half. I mean, the score obviously still a little ways to go, but you know that now your players are still locked in, and now they're more motivated than ever. Their IGL, the veteran, once again, just proving that he still got it.
Yo, this is day 2 of Pacific kickoffs. Why do I feel like it's already so intense?
I mean, yesterday too, Pacific is firing on every single match we've had
3-2
so
with the
far,
pistols, and this is a must-win. He can pretty much close it out with this pistol here, in my opinion.
It's crazy. It's Pacific, and everyone's rising together. Now on to the next second half. Team Secret slowly stacking up towards
Spot is gonna see 2 eventually, you would imagine.
Trying to maybe bait out some utility.
Trying to get whatever they can on B, right? And ideally, getting that shear to activate. With that smoke as well. I think that almost makes it easier. Yeah, for 2G to just go for that sheer
2G's
trap.
going for the wall.
And he gets out. And during that, they're hoping if
nice pressure at the moment.
we'll get that pick. But right
Default
now, no
over towards B. Hit the wall. While that goes on, we have a smoke and.
Here it comes though.
Well, 2v2. This is going to be everything.
That's 2 players invested, but it's a collide for Envy. No, it works out against them.
Okay, nice trade back though. Hold up, we're on a 3-on-3. A lot of pressure over towards B from this one.
Back to square one, 3-on-3. But again,
Killjoy turret's going to give nice early info.
Just gives so much value to Team Secret. They can then rotate all the way over into A site. Got to deal with the early Killjoy utility, which also does delay. So to be fair, GE doing great so far in the reads.
The recon absolutely sent it.
Push out the Killjoy as well, so Darian just gonna have to respect that space. Kelly's already here though. Gets some tags onto Jeremy. Jesse Vash.
The risky plan, and Jesse left his teammate.
Just has to stay alive. Oh, Jesse!
Yeah, probably had to get more from it.
And
okay, they get the pistol.
Continues to roar in the second half.
Double pistol on this one.
2-0,
4-2 overall.
Right? Unfortunately, with the classic,
it's gonna be. I mean, I think Team Secret forced this.
A little bit of a whiff,
we'll see.
Not quite finding the dinks that he needed.
It's very all-in if they do. It's a hard decision to make. Damn, I mean, how on earth is that a double kill?
That's GE now so far today. I mean, I think this is 4 pistol rounds out of the 6 on the 3 maps.
Okay, they're very relaxed. This means they believe a lot in their buy rounds. Would I force? It completely depends on how practice has been going. If practice has been going really rough and we haven't been getting many rounds on attack, I'm forcing. If it's been going well, we've been winning a lot of buy rounds, I'm just playing normal.
They can do just playing around that B position.
Unless Jesse Vash is going to try to peek out and get a 1v1 duel, I'm not buying into this Marshall though, right? Because at the end of the day, if that shear wall is still set up on B, unless you push up, you're not really getting any value.
Just kind of holding in case maybe they push out. Early A presence from Team Secret to bait more, plays from GE, but not too much found. It is pistols. There's that push out.
Great first pick.
Of course, falls to the Outlaw.
Yeah, and that's Yudotan just feeling comfy. Then he's going to switch position as well because they still have so much delay, and Kellyus even gets a pick on B. Link. I mean, the map now currently just blind for Team Secret. They don't have any control. It is their eco, but I do wonder if even after the buy round, if they go for the same things. Oh, hold that thought.
It's just not going to work out. Team Secret just kind of walking blindly, barely.
Yeah, I like some good early signs from GE here as well. No one's overextending. Everyone's playing with their teammate.
I don't want to see Secret try to
just didn't give him a chance, really.
Here's the thing, you're playing against a double Sentinel. Unless you cleared out all of their util in the first 40 seconds, they have no reason to push out. They have so
the anti-eco is more efficient this year? I think so. I saw it a lot in EMEA, people buying the Outlaw and just not getting eco'd as much.
Yes, the map is
people are learning.
But again, they're playing double Sentinel. You have to be
When's Splat Chat?
And it's a Bison than
tomorrow,
a Killjoy.
I'm pretty sure.
I mean, they can just sit on their butts the whole entire round if you don't show yourselves.
Max delay. Set up a couch, get some snacks. Just wait for opponents to push through. You already have those traps, but now a little bit of a swing out from Art.
Big trade. Do they take down Astra?
Once again, getting some value. This time,
obviously, no smokes for this site here.
But they're not trying to take that space. They just want to do some
damage.
There's
a lot on Jeremy. And he gets isolated with the wall.
Jeremy all alone. They know he stepped on it.
Cloud first.
Oh boy.
They managed to hop onto the sheer wall to try to provide him with support, though, but now full commitment into the site.
Oh, Kelly, yes.
GE, just still holding out from dugout. They have
this is looks like that's it.
It's just Envy.
You'd have to see an absolute madness from Envy here.
To go back through Art, but
very nice. As soon as the Astra goes down, that is
down to the
pretty much impossible rounds, especially when they're trying to just force full pass them. Like they gotta cancel and go around the map, in my opinion.
I mean, you're in danger of giving up match point to Global Esports right now. Team Secret, you gotta pull out all the stops. I mean, this time they were pretty committed after they take that first fall, but they lost their controller, which meant, they had to commit. And Kelly, yes, you roar like that when you have such a good setup. He had the sheer wall, and then you had an angle where you could spam through. If you hear them go onto the Razor Vine, you know exactly where they're going to be. A great setup on that A site.
And pulling out all the stops means that you're gonna have to somewhat force by or half buy for this round, where you're staring at potential matches.
Don't win first map. Yeah, but even the first map didn't look that bad. I was telling you, they just got snowballed.
But it's a double setup across her. GE is so okay. Oh, okay. January Jeremy, he's got the triple.
Jesus.
Up to the sheriff. How does he do it?
I mean, they're gonna need a lot more of that, though. There's some incredible shots.
Coming out yet, but he's just good for those headshots. Now position well held. GE, they have nothing to lose. They'll go for whatever damage they can. I'd almost actually be impressed if they just don't do anything and wait for exits, because quite frankly, that would be a lot of restraint here. Oh, okay. You take that win. Yudotan, getting one more.
Nice shot. Hold up. I was going to say, might be able to take down some of these guns.
They've got a long way to go. Yeah, they didn't all buy, but you gotta watch out when you're giving these.
It was a very nice round.
You're getting closer to your ults, but GE really just needs that one round to get to match point.
Still not convinced.
That's all it is. Needing to stretch and extend whatever they've got to ration all of it out, because these rounds are far and few between, but when it does happen,
I mean, it's really nice shots.
Just anticipating the potential setups, the potential holds. Jeremy able to secure and collect onto those kills just means so much for the experienced team.
Op goes up for Yudotan, and just look at all the setups, though. It's nice. Like, because we can see mid is weak, but that's
so look at this relatively
fine.
GE. Now stars across all lanes just for some extra delay. You scouted for that recon early on. It's not a rush through mid, so you feel a bit safer. Both sides on the map,
Does look at least the Team Secret know they're gonna turtles. They do take like A main control pretty fast.
And then it's a bit of a chaotic fight in Art in B Link. B Link being watched by the turret as well. So again, the only thing you're concerned about is going to be a push through Art. Once again cleared with the drone. So still at a minute mark. That space not taken by Secret.
Being able to read all of it too.
Okay.
Are very prepared, and if it is
question mark,
fight,
question mark,
at the ready to bring some order to that chaos. TS.
Oh, I like. Oh,
jeez,
that's
I mean, fair play, man.
Yeah, that's a good pick from Jeremy. He's coming
Looks
back
like we can't
online
peek this
once
guy
again,
at the
12
moment.
kills on this map, but what they just did was they drew attention on B Link by taking out the turret.
He's still
Then
going to do a lot.
Crystal
Crystal gets into good pause, has recon. Got 3 in stack here.
Might as well wait and all go through.
That's what it is. I mean, the Vise is down too, more critically, and that should give them the sight. But Udotan trying to play in for a potential push out with the shorty. GE though.
Whoa, the spam was pretty good. Yeah.
Back off. Now Udotan back into the op. And he's looking to deny them.
Kind of went both ways.
Jesse Vash can pin down around the site while the rest of
it's a rough retake. Could be tempted to the op to let everyone else play and then save the op.
Position from Jeremy. Up top.
Just watch A main angle.
Op flashed by Envy2.
Yeah, and that's got to be the save coming in. Udatani's been spotted as well. Poppy, he'll get one to his name, but that does put Jesse Vash 1 point away from the Hunter's Fury, I believe. So Team Secret, they're getting closer to really trying to tie things up.
Oh, that's unlucky timing.
Whoa.
Shout out to Jeremy again. Most important kill once again. Back-to-back entries.
Everybody was saying it.
We're getting glimpses of everything. That's just how close and tight this entire match feels. Despite the score difference, Team Secret still able to fight back. Just some movements across the map, like you mentioned, right? Baiting out the turret, but also the minute and precise movements from Jeremy right now.
I need a weapon.
And that's the big one, right? Getting those one taps, getting those first kills. It's starting to mean a lot for Team Secret. And he does not look faltered just yet, leading the scoreboard for his team. Looks like it's going to be once again some fish for info over by the A side. A good tag on the 0 point. Okay, denying the orb away from Jesse.
Oh, that's a lot of util to not get anything for it, though.
And then backing off. Job's done. And
as much as I'm an MV fan, the KO flashes have got them nothing in this game. Like, I didn't see a KO flash on defense to set anyone up. Honestly, I didn't see a KO flash. Every time he was retaking, he had like 2 flashes.
GE looking like they're ready to just make sure they can have a retake through the Art side, right? You've got the shear to make sure that you block off any sort of pinch, but then you still have the Arc Rose to check for info in that zone if you need.
Yeah, well, they got a split. Oh, hope that they get a pick again.
They're just saying, hey, we don't see the shear over on the A side. They'll just clear for any razor vines. And
Jeremy used his dash to get over them. Iso goes in. Jeremy's running the gauntlet.
It's a bit of a bait setup. GE comes back in to re-clear and takes down Jeremy. While they're at the trade off of the push from Art, though.
The timing of the Visor was pretty insane.
Maybe looking for it, but not quite clear enough to get the spike down. They're back in towards Art. Poppy just holding off from the other side. If they do continue to push out, Crystal has the angle as well. Managing to right-click onto that Guardian. Zooms in, scopes in, and
very
secures match point.
Yeah, 6 of them as well. 6 chances. Surely.
Match point for GE.
Surely they're fine. They got op. They got money.
Right now when
they just need to maybe bait out the ults a little bit. Speaking of ults, the timing of the ults were really good.
They're looking good. Team Secret.
Like Jeremy commits as the Vice ult's going on.
Long way to go. 6 rounds in a row needed for overtime.
And that's going to be a tremendous feat. Both timeouts spent. This is the last one.
So something that's really been hampering their progress here on the attack. I mean, obviously not too many chances.
What do you mean? It looks nice.
It's going to be that Vice utility, right? You see the shear, now you wonder, okay, how do we bait it out? Do we go all across it together? Do we wait until the Vice peaks? But if you don't see it, you're wondering, okay, so what is the setup here? And that just means that wherever it is, we haven't tripped it yet. So they still have hard info. So this is why that sheer wall being indestructible means so much, because even if you don't trip it, it's so much time wasted for the attacking team to try to put pressure on, because that just means one part of the map will always have 100% information. And I wonder, Team Secret, if the change-up now is going to be to try to push fast into 1 or 2 lanes right at the beginning so you know exactly what you want to do. But it seems like a risk when you're already giving up match point to the enemies.
Definitely. They do have the ultimates to try to make it work. But then you're thinking about the rest of the
ults you would imagine would get them 1.
So for now,
did GE use their timeout to do anything different? Oh, really? We take I mean, we do take A main control. But smoke recon, but this all got shots, so it's like they kind of both don't have info of A.
Online, it's got to be a Jeremy round. Otherwise, Secret going to be knocked down to the.
There's a really strong bait setup going on over towards long here.
All in or nothing.
Meant to be Udatan takes contact, you tunnel vision a little bit, and then we go and check the corner. That's a great shot.
That's the controller down again.
Yeah, and that's it's another round where your Astra's getting taken down. They have no smokes.
They send the op back so it can find a new position. Meanwhile, it's going to be Darion holding that position. So if you get to A site late, that's an operator waiting for you. Oh no, Wild Oreo. They're starting to break down.
Looking for Kelly, yes, but
oh boy.
Jeremy not finding the right click either. Dash straight into him. Envy trying to scavenge as much as possible. Has the spike alongside Jesse Vash. A little bit separated from each other, but
30 seconds left.
You need to push on through into the site. It's already heavily reinforced.
I mean, this has to take a miracle. Envy has to take some incredible 1v1s right now. Yes, Jesse is here, but the angles are tough.
Low, still low. Yeah, just not quite going to work out. The grab well secures way too much. Jesse
okay, very nice for GE.
Lot
of hope after that one. Good recovery from the first map as well.
Global Esports
and honestly, their best
takes the win.
It doesn't even look that bad.
Moving on up in the upper bracket, something we haven't
the double
been able
pistol
to
stuff.
say for this team. No matter the roster they tried to build,
Team Secret needed a bit of work on this map for sure, though. Like I didn't see much team play or anything. Like the KO can look way, the KO can kind of take over this map a little bit, and I didn't see much coordination or set stuff with the KO for Team Secret. Ban Abyss? I don't even think they need to ban Abyss, honestly. I don't think it was that bad.
Very clear into how they prep for that split.
It will look a lot better next time.
This composition, taking that